So that's part one. Let's talk about part two now. Again, you can take some time and finish up module one, or we can move right along. In part two, we're going to be talking about how to manage your connections using LinkedIn's new contacts feature. I love, love, love this feature. About a year ago, LinkedIn purchased Connected HQ and then did nothing with it. Now, Connected HQ was a social CRM, or a customer relationship management tool. Well, finally, they embedded Connected HQ right smack and dab in the middle of your LinkedIn contacts feature. And it allows you to do amazing things, in my humble opinion. By the way, you do not need a paid account to use this new contacts feature. Chances are you already have it, but if you don't, you can get it at contacts.linkedin.com. Some of the things it allows you to do is sync all of your contacts. So it allows you to pull in your Gmail, your Hotmail, your Yahoo, whatever email list that you have, and pull all of those people into LinkedIn where you can manage them in one simple dashboard. Now, I want to make it clear that just because you have synced your contacts, you're not automatically inviting those people to connect, which is a good thing because of two reasons. First of all, you're only allowed to send out 3,000 invitations in a lifetime, so you don't want to blow through all of those in one fell swoop. Also, you probably have one or two people in your contact list that you don't necessarily want to be connected to on LinkedIn, like, I don't know, customer service at AT&T, say. So just know that you can sync your contacts. You have to make some extra steps to make those people first-level connections on LinkedIn. Now, the second thing that you can do after syncing your contacts is add notes and tags and reminders to each person's profile, which is an amazing way to keep in touch with those people. Probably my worst thing that I do is I suck at follow-up. I mean, let's just be honest here. I am really, really bad at it. And so having a CRM system, a customer relationship or client relationship management system that allows me to keep notes on the person that I've been talking to and then set a scheduled reminder to reach out to them again, that is absolutely huge. Finally, they have something called daily activity. And this is kind of neat too because it allows you to see who's gotten a raise, which is a kind of cool thing. If you are, especially if you're tracking alumni and you've connected to alumni, you can see when they get a new job position, when they change companies. So there's a lot of options there. You can see when someone has a birthday. Now, I know that's kind of Facebook-y, but here's the thing. On Facebook, that person probably got 50, 60, 70, 80 birthday announcements or more, and you're just going to get lost in the pile. On LinkedIn, they might get maybe 5 to 10. So you can really stick out by wishing that person a happy birthday. The other thing that you can do is see when people have moved to different cities. And if it's a city that you happen to live in, maybe you take them out for a coffee. And finally, you can see who you have set a reminder with. So let's go through this step by step. Again, if you don't have it yet, you just go to contacts.linkedin.com. Or you click on the contacts link in your main menu bar. It's under network. So once you've done that, that's going to take you into the profile. And that's where you can sync your network. Now, even if you've already done this, you might want to check to the top right. There's a little cog, and you might want to click on that because once in a while, you have new connections, you've got new people in your iPhone, you have new Facebook connections. Once in a while, you need to kind of resync and reconnect. So go ahead and click on that little cog on the top right-hand side. That will take you into the syncing area and take care of any syncing that you need to do. By the way, if you upload a Gmail list or an iPhone contacts list and then you decide you really shouldn't have done that, you can always click on the remove button, which is what I did. I uploaded my iPhone contacts list. There's 12,000 people in there. Most of them, or many of them, I was already connected to in Gmail, so I could have just stuck with that. The other folks I probably really didn't want in LinkedIn anyway. So I just hit the remove button and it pulled out those 12,500 people. So just know that that is available to you at all times. Now, once you've synced your connections, there's a lot that you can do with them. Thankfully, LinkedIn finally brought back the ability to sort by first name and or last name, and you can start with the Z's or start with the A's. For a while, you were just able to sort alphabetically by first name, so that was a little bit of a pain. Now you can sort by first or last name. You can sort by people who have recently communicated with you, and that's a great way to follow up with folks. Or you can also sort by people who have joined your network recently. So all of those ways are some of the ways that you can sort your network. The ways that you can filter your network on this contacts page are by company, by location, and by tagging. And I want to talk to you a little bit more about tagging on LinkedIn. Now, tagging is very, very similar to Facebook lists. It's just a way of assigning a grouping or assigning a name or assigning a tag to people on LinkedIn so that you can sort them more easily, so that you can send them messages more easily. So let's just say that you connected through using the search that we talked about in Module 1. You connected with some alumni that you found particularly useful. You can go then into their profile, click on the tag link, and create your own tag. So you can do CSU-alumni-business school, CSU-alumni-marketing, CSU-alumni-IBM. And then anyone who falls into that sorting or that grouping, you can just add that tag to their profile. And then you can go into contacts, click on filter, click on tags, click on CSU Alumni Business School, and everyone who falls in there, now you can send them a quick message. Or you can send them individually a message or a message as a group as well. The reason we like messages on LinkedIn, they get through spam filters a little bit better than just an email will. So a lot of power in that tag. And you can tag from the contact section, or if you go to someone's profile, so when someone connects with you, you can immediately click on their profile, click on the relationship link, and then just click on tags and add your tag there. Either way, you're good to go. The other thing you're going to want to do is keep notes on the people, either on the research you've done yourself, or if you're lucky enough to have a phone call with them or have a face-to-face meeting with them, then you can make notes about what you talked about, what they were concerned about, maybe their top tips, mentors they suggested, phone numbers they gave you. All of that information can go in the notes section. And it really helps to fill that section out, because when you reach out to them again, even though you think, because this is like the most important meeting you've ever had in your life, you think you're going to remember everything you talked about, chances are you won't. This is what I do. When I talk to a prospect on the phone, I pull up their profile on LinkedIn, click on the Notes tab, and keep profuse notes. How much I'm going to charge them, what kind of work I said I'd do for them, what their expectations are, what my expectations are. I keep them all right there on LinkedIn. Now, the other thing that I mentioned that you can do is set reminders. So I can set a reminder to call that person in a day, in a week, and a month, or I can set ongoing reminders. So every month I'm going to call that person, or every month at least LinkedIn is going to say, hey, remember this person? So then I know that I can reach out to them, again, using either an introduction or a message or through my tagged grouping. So it's really, really a good idea to use the notes feature. So just so you know, if you have the free LinkedIn account, you can only use notes with your connections, the people you've connected to or they've connected to you, or contacts that you've brought into LinkedIn through syncing your contacts. But with the paid account, you can keep notes on people in your network, whether they're a first-level connection or not. So if you find someone on LinkedIn who looks like a really hot prospect or an alumni that you really want to connect with, you can make notes on their profile, but only with the premium accounts. So just know that's probably one of the good reasons to have a premium account on LinkedIn. Finally, I mentioned that they have this great announcements page. And the announcements, or your daily page, is where you go to see if someone's had a birthday. So like I mentioned earlier, why not send them a birthday wish? Especially if they're, you know them on Facebook, you've already seen they've gotten 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 email wishes. Send them one on LinkedIn. Why not? It starts the conversation. It differentiates you from the pack. If you see that someone has a new job position, why not congratulate them on it? Ask them what they were doing previously. Ask them if their previous position was filled, especially if it's one that you're interested in. So that's always a good idea. Also, if someone has moved and they happen to move to your location, you be the welcoming committee, even if you don't know them very well. It's a great way to build relationships. Or if you happen to be traveling, you can use a tool called TripIt, TRIPIT.com, TripIt.com, and it will inform LinkedIn that you're traveling to a certain location, and it will show you who in your network lives in that location. Maybe that would be a good time to go have a coffee with someone in San Francisco or New York City or Omaha, Nebraska, wherever you happen to be traveling to, especially if you've just graduated and you're moving back to your hometown or considering moving somewhere else as well. So make sure to keep an eye on that. And then, of course, keep an eye on all of the announcements that you've set for yourself, all of the reminders that you've set for yourself. They will stay there until you dismiss them. So until you follow up with that particular alum, or until you make that phone call, or until you send that email and hit complete, that's going to stay there. So it's a good idea, and it really will help you with your follow-up on LinkedIn. So hopefully you have found this useful, how to use contacts to manage your network.